In this video, I will be talking about what the upcoming Counter-Strike game on Source 2 will actually be like from verified leaks. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, Time is but a window. In this video, we'll be looking at the information that we have deciphered from previous leaks about the work being done on Counter-Strike Global Offensive for the Source 2 engine, so that we can get a better picture of how the game will be once it is released. And yes, it's definitely happening. Even though they closed the private build and made it hidden from view, you can see that on the public build they are still doing more work with Source 2 with this leak. Now a quick word from our sponsor. Do you want free skins? Well, check out xplay.gg, where you can win free skins by just completing challenges. Xplay runs a set of CSGO servers, everything from deathmatch to KZ and surf maps. On top of that, they have a mode called bots. This is basically a deathmatch versus, well, bots, except they don't play like bots you would typically find in a deathmatch. For example, they won't shoot you in the back, and of course they have adjustable aim speeds. Easy bots have an aim speed of about 650 milliseconds, hard level bots have an aim speed of about 450 milliseconds, and cheater level bots have an aim speed of about 350 milliseconds. This comes with advanced stats and lets you know how fast your time to kill is, which can help you continue to try to push yourself for faster and faster times. So if you're looking for an easy way to get some free skins, check out xplay.gg. Alright, back to the video. One thing I know that is close to most everyone's hearts are skins. Luckily for everyone, skins and sticker positions will be transferred over to Source 2. This was confirmed a while back with this leak, so you don't have to worry about losing your $60,000 inventories. Another area there have been a lot of leaks on are maps. Leaks have shown that Source 2 versions of several maps in the map pool are being worked on. These won't be identical copies of the current maps, but instead reworks to freshen up the game for the new engine. Now, so far not every map from the map pool has been confirmed, but I suspect that popular maps like Dust 2 won't be missing from the official release. Still though, as of right now, here are the current maps that have been reworked for the Source 2 engine that we know about. D Lake, D Inferno, AR Shoots, CS Italy, D Overpass, D Short Dust, and D Cobble. Next up, we have a pretty big one, and that's graphics. Now, I know we've all seen the port of Counter-Strike Global Offensive to Sandbox, which is basically Gary's mod for Source 2. While that one doesn't look graphically all that much more impressive, keep in mind that was a direct port of the current maps and models. With all the work that we see the devs doing on the Source 2 versions of the map, we know that when Source 2 comes out, we're going to see a massive graphical overhaul. We have even seen them working on dust particles for Source 2 and foliage shaders, which have leaked. On top of that, in multiple leaks, they have confirmed that ray tracing will be added. Expect Source 2 to be visually impressive for spectator use at events, but with enough flexibility in its settings that even your potato at home can probably run it. With the new engine, we automatically get two massive benefits, one of which is lower input latency. The Source 2 engine generally runs faster and can handle more processes at once without slowing down. This comes with an improved physics simulation that can handle far more physics simultaneously without causing any hangups. Yes, even a game like Counter-Strike uses physics systems. On top of that, the Source 2 engine is more optimized for modern systems. Yes, even your 10-year-old computer is considered a modern system in this case. Keep in mind, Counter-Strike Global Offensive currently runs on the Source 1 engine, which was optimized to run on DirectX 9.5. Which means unless you built your computer back in 2004 and still haven't managed to upgrade it, you will get a significant boost in performance on the Source 2 engine. Do you ever feel like you're getting peaked and instantly dying? Well, then you're gonna love this next change. Reduced peaker advantage. Now, while the Source 2 engine can't exactly lower your ping, what it can do is process the information more quickly and efficiently. This won't completely get rid of the peaker advantage, but it will significantly reduce it. Think about how it works in Valorant. We have also spotted leaks showing that Valve has changed how interpolate works and is working on ways to reduce and optimize latency and hit registration. Which brings us to movement. Of course, with a new engine, they won't be able to perfectly port the movement. And it's because of this we've had leaks that show that the movement is being completely reworked. No, it's not going to be anything as extreme as it looked in the Sandbox port, But the movement of CSGO has been a topic of controversy since its release, especially with the old school players. Meanwhile, most players that started with CSGO feel like they don't want their trained up CSGO movement skills to go away. Yeah, well, neither did I when we switched over to Counter-Strike Global Offensive from Counter-Strike Source, but they did it anyways. And when you think about it, this is honestly the perfect time to make a couple compromises here and there to mix the current movement system with the older movement system. This way they can find a balance that suits both the old school Counter-Strike players that have switched over to games like Valorant and the current CSGO generation. Keep in mind, Valorant has a more similar movement mechanic to the original Counter-Strike and Counter-Strike Source, even if it is a bit slower. Minus the powers. Still though, the main reason this is even a possibility is because if you think about it, they could really significantly boost their player numbers by merging together the movement of current CSGO players with their old fan base and pull them away from Valorant. Of course, I'm getting a little bit carried away. We don't actually know what the movement is going to be like exactly, but what we do know from the leaks is that it will be different. Other mechanics subject to change on the Source 2 engine would be nade throws, how Molotovs work, even gun mechanics will be subtly different. This has also been leaked, everything from first bullet accuracy to how they spray. Next up, the rebranding. Now, up until recently, a rebranding seemed highly unlikely, but with recent Twitter updates, it looks like it seems to be confirming an old tweet. The tweet basically states that Counter-Strike Global Offensive will be renamed to simply Counter-Strike, and that they're going to be trying to make the game more mainstream. Now, they would do this by not only renaming the game, but also shortening terrorists and counter-terrorists to simply T and CT. Now, unlike all of the other leaks here, this is actually because the banner was changed from CSGO to simply Counter-Strike, which came with a secret message that can only be spotted if you turn your contrast and vibrance all the way up. Valve really does love to be cryptic, but of course Valve has updated the banner since then, and now it just says ready for Rio. But instead of reading CSGO, it still just reads Counter-Strike, period. Now, Valve has stated in the past that they really love messing with their player base, so we're just gonna have to see what happens. The current rumor is that they'll be unveiling Counter-Strike Source 2 at Rio, though I find that highly unlikely because from the leaks that we have gathered, it doesn't seem like the game is far enough in development for any public playtests. Now, while I do feel like we have pieced together quite a few pieces of this puzzle, there are still quite a few things we don't know. Like, will there be any improvements to the anti-cheat? I know as of lately, Valve has really been knocking it out of the park with the ban waves, getting rid of cheaters that have been playing on the same account since they got the game. So I expect they'll continue with that progression. Will they be upgrading the servers to 128 tick for Source 2? Even in games like Valorant, 128 tick is standard for their servers. Will they be keeping the Overwatch system? There's actually a pretty massive Overwatch community that tries to get rid of closet cheaters. But with other systems being able to ban cheaters far quicker, I could understand why they would get rid of it. And most importantly, when are they actually going to announce this? I really doubt they're just going to release the game without making an announcement first. Hopefully the answers to these questions and more are found in due time. Until then, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you excited that we are on the precipice of transitioning to a new Counter-Strike? Or do you just want CSGO to stay like it is forever? Honestly, this is something I've been eagerly waiting for since Counter-Strike Source, mainly because I didn't expect CSGO to be on the Source 1 engine. Keep in mind, when Counter-Strike Global Offensive was officially announced, one of the main aspects of the game was bringing it to console players so that console players could play with PC gamers. I remember there even being an interview with one of the Valve employees where he said that console players, even without aim assistance, would be able to compete with top-tier PC players. We can see how well that aged. Does anyone even still play CSGO on console? Anyways guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Oh yeah, and have a great day.